Hello. Uh, didn't my little rusty thing just come on? Hmm. Yes, hello guys. Welcome to Flight Sim. Didn't my little rusty can I just transition back again for a moment? There we go. I'm back. Okay. That's not right. Okay, I know what it is. I know what it is. It'll come. There we go. But we don't need the Elite Dangerous info. Jesus, how did I get this wrong? That's better. Right, I'll start again. Good greetings, welcome to Flight Sim. And my god, this thing took a little while. Started downloading this around 6 p.m. and it's taken until just before 10 p.m. to complete. So it took a while. It took a little while to get it, but it's here now. Sim update 14. What's new? Well, a couple of things. This plane isn't new, but it's been updated. So we'll have a look at that in a sec and maybe take it for a trip out. Got some low texturing going on at the back there. I don't know where I am. I can tell you what country I'm in. It's definitely the United States. But whereabout, I don't know. I feel like I was brought here with a blindfold on. This could be Area 52 or Area 50, somewhere next door. What is that? Marble Canyon trading trade-in post. Somebody's typoed. Yeah, Marble Canyon. I guess that's where we are. Okay. And this is the Cirrus S22 something. So, in this update then, we have some revised ATC. Now, we do have Beyond ATC on the horizon, which is a third-party app, which is looking to be very good because it's not only a very good ATC program where you can talk to it like you're on VATSIM, but you're not on VATSIM, it's just you. But it also has the traffic injector as well, which injects real-life traffic. I normally use FSLTL for that, but if Beyond can do both, then awesome. And you can talk to it just like a normal pilot to an air traffic controller, and they'll talk back to you in the same way, but it's all done by AI, and it's really cool. So, but I do want to try out the new ATC on this. I say new, it's improved, I would say. I haven't used the ATC on this in the game for a long time, because yeah, specifically on commercial jets, it doesn't talk to SimBrief or your flight plan. It might do that now, I don't know. So we're going to have a look, and I'm going to show you what it says in the release notes, and we'll see. Andy K is with us. Hi, Andy. Thank you so much for the thing, and yeah, we'll do that on a sim racing stream, a give thing. Yeah. Gumbo. Hi, Gumbo. Afternoon, old. Yeah, having a great week so far. Yeah, it's been a good day for me. I guess gooder than normal. So that's good. I spent 4 hours today editing a video for a good friend, so that was okay. That was quite good. So yeah, let's take a look over at the release notes. I can't believe I've still got that pile of crap. Screenshot from Starfield. It was a screenshot I took. It looked like a tank that had a load of brown, crappy, liquidy, semi-solid stuff, and I've still got it there on my image scene. God. Right, if we transition over, I'm not going to go through them all because it would just take too long. So this finally came out today. We knew it was coming out today, and it was just a case of waiting for today, and here we are. So new content, this is what we're interested in. Added flight plan assistance settings for HTC in the user experience assistance settings, so that users can request the HTC to favor their flight plan or world map flight settings. Now, is it making a differentiation here between their flight plan and world map flight? Because the world map flight to me is the one that you select on the globe and you say, I want to go from here and I want to go from there and I want to use these airways, and then it will plot you a purple line, and that purple line will show up on the computer inside these small planes. It won't work on commercial jets because they need SimBrief. So on the SimBrief planes, does ATC do this, favor their flight plan? I don't know. Well, this Cirrus that we've got here doesn't do SimBrief as far as I'm aware. So it'll be interesting if this works with SimBrief. Like I don't think it's going to, but if I can import my SimBrief flight plan into the Boeing 737, which now that plane's had an update separately, nothing to do with this, it can import SimBrief flight plans in a different way now, where it imports more information like the fuel and the passengers, and it'll put that in. If it can take that, and let's say SimBrief assigns you runway 27, and the opposite end will be runway 9, okay? So if it gives you runway 27, then ATC should favor that and say, go and take off from runway 27 to fall in line with SimBrief. Whether it does that with SimBrief, I don't know. Or whether it just means flight plans that have been created within the sim. Whereas obviously with the Airbus and the 737, you don't create the flight plan within the sim. You create it in SimBrief and then import it. So we'll see. So the assistance is set to active by default. Good, so I don't have to go in there. Active. ATC will set the active runway and approach for the departure and arrival airport based on the user's flight plan or settings in the world map. If that works, like with any plane, that would be freaking awesome. And I mean SimBrief or otherwise. But I don't know, maybe I'll test it out and see what happens. We can test it with one of the jets. And deactivate it is just normal. It will just tell you to go to whatever runway is the active one based on the current weather conditions and the wind and all that stuff. ATC now clears a step to the next altitude sometime before arriving at the previously cleared altitude. So basically, as you're getting up in the air, you know, it might say, okay, ascend and reach 2,000 feet, and then when you get there, it'll say, okay, now go up to 4,000. And let's say your flight plan takes you to 8,000. It should keep stepping you up until you get to the altitude that you want. Let's see. Well, so we'll see. ATC vectoring bug fixes, now assigning the correct clearance when the first two waypoints are one over the other. Okay, and now assigning a new vectoring clearance every time the user asks the ATC for a new vector. Okay, I haven't really done that before. I've never really asked the ATC for new ones. I've asked ATC for differences in altitudes, but not vectors. Now, this is the one we're looking at now. Added completely new Cirrus SR22 G6 model with custom engine simulation, book accurate performance. So it performs just like a book. And extensive perspective plus NXI features. That's the computer and stuff. We've got a few bug fixes. Marketplace wish list not sorting properly. And a few bits and pieces. Enhanced ATC phraseology. Some of the improvements include the removal of the word for in altitude change request. So what would that be? Would that be go from 2,000, 4,000, something like that? I think I remember something along those lines. Eliminating the requirement to include altimeter settings in takeoff clearances. Okay. Weather. Snow and ice coverage accuracy has been improved in live weather. Fixed an issue where the wind from a malformed meta was incorrectly read. Fixed an issue where the sim occasionally retrieves obsolete weather data. Improved transition during cloud coverage updates, and fixed an issue where clouds won't load when starting a flight. Interesting. Some Garmin stuff. Some the GX1000. This is Garmin as well. Aircraft in general. I'm sure you don't want me to go through all of these, but fixes on several planes. I think some of these are payware as well. The P51D, I'm not sure whether that is part of the sim or if it's on the marketplace. I'm not sure. Anti-stall protection is now disabled for helicopters. The Airbus A310s received a little bit of a treatment. Vertical speed knob labeled as altitude knob. Right, so yes, that is true. The vertical speed knob was called altitude knob before, which is incorrect. So I'm guessing that is now labeled correctly. And I think the Airbus A322 Neo has been. I thought they did some work to this. Maybe it was a different one I was looking at in a video. Changes to the 787-10 and the 747, all that lot. On the Cessna, ATC will now know about your planned cruise altitude and will assign you a flight level accordingly. Awesome. Right, this one then. This is the plane that we're in at the moment. Couple of changes. Completely brand new art and model. Okay, completely reworked flight model and performance featuring computational fluid dynamics. Yes, I do know what it is. With book accurate performance and pilot test. The only reason I know what that is because they use it in Formula One. Modern propeller system, new turbo and fuel engine systems, custom ECU. I'm pretty sure this is the plane that we are using. It comes with the premium deluxe version, I believe. I don't think it's a separate one that you need to buy. And then we've got all these changes to other planes. Use more realistic mapping of wavelengths onto RGB values for the ozone layer scattering and the sun color, resulting in more realistic colors of the sky and the lighting in the world. Cool. I like that one. And once you get to SDK, pretty much the rest, unless you are, I don't know, into developing for the game, I don't think we need to bother with it. Okay, so very cool. Yeah. Right, okay, let's see if we can start this up and give it a little flight and see what she goes like. Now, the runway is somewhere down there in amongst the bushes, and the sky is clear. This is live weather. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll triple check it. Real time and live weather, indeed. So this is what it's like. Okay. Now, I don't know about starting up this plane, but it doesn't look too complicated. If you press this button, it takes you home. So that's cool in case you get lost and you don't know where your house is. Ooh. Okay. So, so we've got battery 1. Ooh. We've got battery 2. Ooh. We've got alternators and avionics. Ooh. And as for lights, we can put the nav, the strobe, the landing lights. We don't need that at the moment. Pump backup. Do we need that on? I don't know. Doesn't go on, so that's a no. De-ice pump. I don't think we have to worry about ice today. I mean, I don't think so. So battery 1 is flashing at me. Why? Why? Check battery 1 current. Oh, I've not sat here and let it go down, have I? But it's been off. Where's the battery current thing? Oh, that's a minus. What am I supposed to do now then? Minus 14 amps. But they've all got minuses. Right. I need a recharge, or I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay. Have we got a flat battery? No. Okay, it's amps that was going. All right, we're fine. Maybe my brain's confusing amps and volts. I don't know. Now, why is that thing not coming on? Oh. Okay, so we've got the checklist here. I'm not going to bother with it. I'm going to be cheeky by setting the air pressure by pressing the B key. 6% power. Okay. So the parking brake is all we need to take, and all we need to remove then. I don't have a flight plan set, so perhaps I should have set one, so I can use the ATC. So let's see if we've got anywhere we can fly to. I don't know how far that is, KGCN, but we can go there. Let's see if we can do it. KGCN. All right. Well, I need a map. Oops, I don't need that. So KGCN. So we need KGCN. Did that go in somewhere? Yes, it did. And activate. All right, there we go. So, should we try the ATC? I haven't done it for a while. Is there any at this airport? I don't think there is. I think we need to be at a proper airport, which is where we're going. I just don't know how long this trip's going to take, but... See, I can announce this, but it won't. So I'm going to announce taxiing. Now, I don't have any voices on here. So I remember turning that off. So maybe we better put that on. I didn't want it interfering with anything in my game because I don't use it, you see. So ATC. Where have I got it? Okay, we need it on a 0 for sure. And we've got VHF signal degradation, which I've got turned off.
Lima 41 traffic Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is taxiing to runway tree.
Phoenix forums at this update is crashing frames per second. I haven't tried the Phoenix yet. No, haven't tried it yet. All right. We'll probably have a quick look because I do need to try a jet out with ATC. But what I don't know is whether the new ATC, you know, because it now follows flight plans, whether that includes Simbrief flight plans. If it does, I'll be particularly impressed. Which is why I don't think it will be. Alright, let's fly this thing. I don't recall ever flying this before. I might have done. It doesn't look too complicated. We've got a lovely map. I must remember to, you know, when we land the big jets, I'm talking about the commercial jets, not the wartime jets, but when we land those and we get these green dots to taxi us to the gates, And then when we get to the gates, there's a great big blue box to show us our parking, which then turns green when we get into it. I'd love to know how to turn that box off. I don't mind the green guiding dots. They're super handy. But that big parking box, the only reason I want to get rid of it is because once you're in it, it should disappear, and it doesn't. And that kind of bothers me that it's there the whole time, you know. Look at this thing going over the bumps in this runway. When does the runway start, by the way? I think there's a bit to go. Well, yeah, the ATC has been kind of enhanced a little, I think. But I haven't asked it to give me any... It might not talk during this flight, I don't know. Let me just have a look and make sure that we're not... Okay. Is this the markings for the entire runway? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a walk around and see. Because I don't want to just suddenly run out of runway, which is what I'm going to do. Okay. Whoa! Whoa, what is this place? Okay. There's a big ditch. Alright, so I've used up that much runway. I still think we can take off, so I'm not too worried. Let's see how much runway we've got left. Okay, well, yeah. Is it enough? Let's get flaps 2. And hope it's enough. Okay. Just make sure the plane's going to be stable, and yes, it is. So let's punch the throttle. Oh, baby. A little bit. Takeoff flaps is flashing, but oh my god. Okay. It's like we're on ice for some reason. So that wasn't... If that's what the real plane's like, I'll stick to the car. Okay, we can start bringing the flaps in now. Hopefully gain a bit of speed. Now YD, that's coming up your damper. Is that because it's activating it? Let me put some yaw into the plane and see what it does. No, it's okay. So I'm going to reduce my power down to around 75% and see if we can get to this line, which looks to be in line with this canyon. Where's my SRV? If I had an SRV, I think, yeah, it will be an assistance, but I just wonder whether it's a separate option to, like, you know, whether it has its own separate option that you can turn off. Wow, it's been a busy old day for me today. Woof. My day's basically been go shopping, because man, I was out. I was scrabbling for something to eat yesterday, because yeah, I mean, I had food in the house. It's just everything was running out. So I went shopping today, got back, watched a YouTube video. That was an hour, and then I spent 4 hours editing a video. That was 4 hours. And then as soon as I did that, I started downloading the I keep calling it a server update, Sim Update 14 on this. And that's it. And now we're streaming at 10 o'clock at night. Well, the plane is feeling really kind of smooth. I wish those textures were a little bit more. Maybe you can download some textures for this area. But it's okay. for being in a plane. So yeah, this plane feels really quite smooth. It's quite buttery, which I like. And I just randomly picked this runway, and it's kind of cool, isn't it? It is kind of nice. And what a trip to take, going over the trenches. People saying the sky looks better. Yeah, I've seen a video when it was in beta, looking at clouds and stuff, and it was definitely better. Look at the way the sun's shimmering off the edge of that sunshade. Yeah, well, right now we've just got a clear sky with, you know, the usual hazing on the horizon there. It looks kind of cool. I wonder what they're going to do with this when Flight Sim 2024 comes out next year. And is it going to be worth the upgrade? Apparently, all the planes that you've bought for this sim are supposed to work in the new one. So, yeah, it would have to be, wouldn't it? Because if they weren't, I do predict teething problems though with some planes. There has to be. Right, where's the range button here? Because I have a nasty feeling that I'm going to crash trying to find the range button. I don't know how far we have to go. I can get some idea here though. So we've covered that distance already. So okay, quarter of the way there. Very nice outside, isn't it? It doesn't matter that we're a little bit to the right of the flight path, that's fine. As long as we don't stray too far. Scenery? Oh, I don't know about. But here's the thing though. If you buy some scenery like, let's say the Grand Canyon, for example, and then have you seen the screenshot of the Grand Canyon from FS 2024? It looks different, but it doesn't look, I wouldn't say it was amazing, but it could be on some sceneries that the new default scenery will be better than than some of the third-party ones. I don't know. We're all going to have to see. But in terms of flight simming for me, for what I want, this version does everything that I need it to do. You know? I would like to sit up a little bit more. Can we do that? Okay, I need to tell my reminder program just to snooze, so bear with me a sec. It's going to have to snooze for 2 hours. Okay. Honestly, it looks like we're in Australia or something here. So yeah, it seems I am sat up as high as I can. The only thing I can do is this, but now I'm too high up now. And maybe I can go down now. Oh no, it doesn't, it resets. Oh, that's brilliant. Now it doesn't go back up again. Great, now I'm in. Awesome, well done. Okay, so we're going completely the wrong way now. I'm not even saying I'm going to land it. Oh, airports? Yeah, airports should be the same. Again, though, I suspect some of the bespoke airports that they're going to do is going to be better. Maybe you just don't know. pitot heat required. Okay, so where's that then? Woo! These canyons are pretty cool. I don't... Now, is this range just for this? Because we've got a map on this side, but I can't change the range of it. There's no buttons on this one. Is there a way to make the buttons on here control this screen? Oh, go away. I really hate that when it does it. When you don't get the mouse pointer in exactly the right place, or there's a millimeter of movement. Because the mouse is also responsible for zooming in and out the cockpit, but it's also responsible for turning the buttons. And the moment you go, like, you don't even have to move your mouse. I can sit here now twirling this dial, and then suddenly it'll start zooming in and out, even though I haven't lost focus on the button. It is annoying. It really is. Okay, so it's telling us that we are a little bit... So using the GPS system here, I could put the autopilot on if I knew where it was. Oh, here.
Engaging autopilot.
Yeah, it's not following the route though. So we need to go nav. No? Nav? And why is the altitude climbing when the level mode is... I don't know. We're too high. Let's disable the autopilot because... Is that off or on?
Engaging autopilot.
Yeah, that's off now. We are way too high. 10,900 feet? I don't think so. I don't know whether this airport is a main one. Is that it over there? So I'm just going to start descending. I'm going to put a bit of trim on so it's easy for the plane to descend. We're down to 10% throttle. Well, what is this place? Okay, let's see if we can trim the plane back to level. And we also need to get on track because I'm getting distracted with other things. I'm not really good at following the flight director either, but then again we're a bit out. So just a little bit more trim, just to keep the plane a bit more level, but I don't want it climbing either. I don't mind a very slow descent, that's fine. Load of trees over there. So once the plane here gets in line with that, this line in the middle should start to close up and become one continuous line. This is just showing that the plane is to the right of the ideal flight path, which we can see on the map. But if we couldn't see the map, we can see it on the dial anyway. And as we move towards that line, then that broken line on the radial is going to get closer to us. So I'm going to see if I can just trim the plane out, put it in line with the flight director on the screen, which is those two purple or pink arrows in the middle. You can see now that line is getting closer and closer. I hope we're high enough to get over this this peak here. We may have to actually climb. Maybe I came down just a little bit too much. So yeah, if you couldn't see that map on the right hand screen, you'd still know when to turn and be on, on the right course because of that dial. It's almost connecting up with the other two bits now, the other two on the arrow. I'm quite happy to turn the plane now though, because that way I avoid the higher bits there. So I'm going to put a bit more power back into the plane now that we're not descending anymore, otherwise we're going to stall, and that means retrimming the plane. Yeah, I'm going to go around it because I don't know if we've got, and there we have a freeze. It should correct. Come on. Yep, I don't like those. We've got some snow here. Some lovely detail though. Really nice. Better textures than we just saw before. Yeah, it's getting snowy. Maybe we need some de-icing. As long as there's no ice forming on the body of the plane. I mean, the sun's out. It could still be freaking cold though.
500.
Yeah, I'm having to go around, sweetheart. Any ice formation? Not a sausage. Oh, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Just don't hit anything. Wow. Are we in Grand Canyon territory? I don't know. I mean, we might be. Is this the... Hopefully the flight sim will remember the airport we just used, and I'll show you guys, and you can tell me if this is Grand Canyon territory, because it just looks awesome. I don't know how far we've got. Okay, all right. I mean, it has got a proper ICAO, this airport, so, or ICAO. So I'm expecting it to have some sort of a decent runway, and we've had no ATC at the moment. But we'll fix that. We'll do a proper flight plan on the next flight. A short flight like this one, but with a proper flight plan. And also, I got no idea what direction the runways are going to be in, so we have to, prepare for that. What's going on over there? Is that just a load of... What's all that? Oh, it's just ice. Look at those canyons. Mama. Where are we? Does the Grand Canyon get snow? Man, this was a big shift of land masses, wasn't it? At some continental drift or tectonic plate shifting or whatever you call it. Wow. And there's meant to be a runway over here. Oh, right. Well, the only place it can be then is over here, you would say, after the big hole in the earth, right? It's not going to put us down in the... Nah. Let's get out. Let's get back on the flight path. It wouldn't do that to us. Of course not. We're back up at 10,000 again, but I think we need to be. So I'm just going to trim the plane a bit more level, nice and easy with a joystick. A little mouse wheel thing on the joystick, a joy wheel. I think it is called a joy wheel. Yeah. Well, it is now. We'll have joy. We have an advisory, okay, which is fuel imbalance. Fuel quantity imbalance has been detected. Okay, is that why the plane's tilting? So we've got fuel, that's how much fuel in the left, that's how much fuel in the right. How do I tell it to go to the next, from the left to the right fuel tank? There we go. Now it'll start taking fuel from the right. And in all that, I've gone right past the we're just zigzagging around the line. Yeah, every so often you need to be flicking the tank selector so you can keep things in balance. But now we can use up all the fuel for the rest of the flight. You know, we've got what, I don't know, 15 there and 23 there, so yeah, we're going to be fine. I think we're over the worst of the hills now, so I'm going to dethrottle and just start to descend, but only up to that flat bit in the distance. There's some pretty decent scenery considering I just picked it completely randomly. And that white semicircle there represents 2.5 nautical miles, which would be adjustable if I was able to change the range. And the only range button I've got is that one. But do I need... I can put this map on this screen, I believe. Yeah, okay. And I could do it that way, but I'd prefer... Those buttons, you must be able to use them for this screen. I don't know. There's a C-160 plane now, which isn't that like the Hercules or something close to it? And you can actually get animated troops jumping out the back of the plane. Basically animated, but it's there. I can see the runway. I think that's it over there, because I see flashing lights. So I'm just going to head for it, and judging by those flashing lights, they could be in our direction. So I definitely need to throttle down because we are gaining speed. Hello, Von Doodle, how are you? Welcome. Oh yeah, this looks like we can just track straight onto this. Oh, look at all these trees, man. They look... What an amazing part of the world. Quite different, isn't it? Wow. Colouring is gorgeous. That red kind of sand colour. Okay, I'm not going to do as the crow flies here. I'm just going to go this way. I'm following my nose as opposed to the map now. So we're going to need to start slowing down at some point and bringing out the old flip flaps. Does it look like a proper airport? I don't know. I haven't turned on any traffic, so let's quickly do that while we're flying, because that's not dangerous. Okay, traffic is now being injected, and I'm going to go flaps 1. Oh man, I can really feel the plane wanting to push up a little now. Flaps 2 and decelerating, I hope. Flaps overspeed, I know I brought them out too soon, didn't I? I'll bring them back in again. I don't need to bring the wheels down because they're permanently down. We just need to twiddle the plane a little. Need to alter the trim a little as well because I can feel the nose wanting to push down. And we'll just set the final stage of flaps when we get past over these trees here. So we've got 2 whites and 2 reds behind. Now we're a bit low apparently. So I'm going to push a bit more throttle on because I need to maintain this altitude. And hopefully, come on baby. Now don't start skating off the runway like you did when we launched. Jesus. What do you weigh? I could put a box of feathers on the back seat and weigh twice as much. What the hell? I've got the brakes on and I'm trying to just, you know, go easy on the brakes.
Canyon Ground Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra request taxi to parking.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Foxtrot Papa.
I think we're going to have to confirm that.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Foxtrot.
Oh, you do want me to go?
X-Ray Golf
Okay.
Sierra.
I was just about to turn around and but it looks like we can go this way. Well, this thing is like on takeoff and on landing. Once the wheels are on the ground at speed, it feels very icy, very floaty, like we don't hardly weigh anything. So just retracting the flaps now. Okay, I think we can get rid of this. But nevertheless, we got her down. The runway was pretty much pointing in our direction, so not a lot of work there needed to correct it. Yeah, nice little flight. So yeah, apart from how slippy it is on the ground, the plane felt okay. So we'll get a different part of the world, and hopefully then different skies and whatnot. We don't need to go park this, do we? Not really, no. So let's just go put it over here. They won't mind. Parking brake set, throttles off, and pitot heat can go off, avionics can go off, and oh, and the key. Cool. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I'll tell you what, the scenery was really nice, definitely. So we are at let's have a look now. V. So we're here, and we took off from a little place called L41. Yep. L41. Marble Canyon, Arizona. Right, so that's where we were. Arizona. Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, the Grand Canyon is in Arizona, so that must have been part of it, for sure. Marble Canyon. Oh, does it list all the frequencies of the airports? Since when's it been doing this? Hold on. If we zoom out, that'll take me ages. And I go here and click there. Oh, do I have to go? Okay. What do I need to click on here? Oh my god, it's got all the frequencies. Is that the ALS frequency? 108.9? KGCN. Let's have a look. So we've got the ATIS, which is that's the weather information that keeps on giving. 124.3. Let's see if we can check into it. 124.300. Let me just minimize this a second. So we're going to need... I don't think we need avionics. What was it? 124.3? So... well, actually... yeah, we do. Because it's up here. Sometimes I don't know how to set these bloody things. Alright, so we want 124.300. There we go. And if we activate it,
Canyon Airport information, India 22000.
and this is just on a loop.
Wind 090 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 14.
It will also give you the QNH code, the air pressure.
QNH 30.38.
There you go, 3008.
In use.
And there it is.
Landing
Oh, 3038, sorry.
VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have India.
So, see, this is just going to repeat.
2200.
So, ILS, runway 3, 30 degrees, and the temperature, the heading, the I'll just keep running through the words until I get the right one. The frequency is 108.9. Well, Navigraph needs an update, so bear with me. I want to confirm this. I haven't seen those. How long? They've probably been in for a while because I haven't used the ATC on this for, yeah, a little while. So let's have a look then. So if we go to the airport that we're at, which is, or airport airstrip, KGCN, Grand Canyon National Park. There you go, confirmed. And we go to the here. And let's bring the chart into full. So it said ILS 03, okay, at 30 degree settings, so this will be the active runway. And it also said that the frequency for the ILS was 108.9. Okay, so let's go to the approach, ILS approach, and it should say, oh, there you go, 108.9, 30 degrees. And this IGCN is the code, which is what this is in Morse. Beep 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 beep. I just said IGCN. Yeah, I'm going a bit dotty, so what? Mustache. So there you go. And you can see it just there. IGCN, and then you've got the frequency and everything. It's exactly the same. Very nice, very cool. Alright. The things you learn. I've learned so much since having MSFS, really have. And oof, it's so cool to be able to look at some of this stuff and, you know, and just understand it. So let's try and do a flight plan. I don't understand all of it, but it's like my Spanish. I can speak it enough to get by, but I'm not fluent. And it's exactly the same here. I'm not fluent, but I know enough to get by. You know what I mean? It's pretty similar. But yeah, we were over the Grand Canyon there. I didn't even realize it, but I didn't know what even state I clicked on. I just clicked a dot on the map. So I just basically went here and, you know, I zoomed in. It was daytime. So there's all the trenches. I thought it was a river. Well, there was water at the bottom. So this is where we took off from just now. And then these were the canyons we just went over. It's quite extensive, isn't it? All right, so if we go somewhere else, I don't know if we can overlay the weather map onto this. I'm wondering why we can't. Where is the more button gone? Do I have to go back? No. There's things missing. Oh, mate, do I have to select something here? I shouldn't have to. Where's the more button? Where we can overlay the clouds and stuff. Ah, that's fine. We can leave that. Okay, let me click here. Things are missing. Or am I just maybe dreaming? We've got Australia we can go to. Let's go to Brisbane International. Okay, zoom to details. Because I don't just want to take off from the runway, I want to actually do a proper one. So we're going to have to be over here. We can't be flying with the big boys. So we'll go ramp 64. What am I missing here, guys? There's normally a more button. What? And it overlays the clouds and all that stuff. Huh? I don't get it. Do we have to zoom right out to the world? I don't understand. Where's it gone? Am I dreaming? It was here. All right. So we need to select somewhere that's not a billion miles away. How about this? And that is 12 minutes. That suits me. Now, we've got direct GPS. We've got VOR to VOR, which that might be interesting. Low altitude airways using IFR. Okay. So we've got, we're departing from gate 64. Was that right? No. 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 Have you moved us? That's not gate 6. Oh, it's ramp 64. Now, why are you calling it a gate? Parking 64. Okay. So departures. It's actually picked one for us, which is nice. And that's this curvy bit here. But we don't have an approach. Now it's set to automatic. And it, oh yeah, it is. It's going straight into the runway. Okay. I'm happy with that. I don't know what my cruising altitude's supposed to be. Do we have any? No, we don't. So, okay, this gets us straight in. All right. I am a bit bemused here as to why we don't have where the more box has gone. It just had more options that we could have for the map, like overlaying the weather. I do have another website I can go to, which I think is called Wind. Let me tell you what it is. Wind Radar or something, is it? No, windy.com, and it shows me places in the world where it's currently raining, where the heaviest rain is, where it might be snowing, thunderstorms, and then I can plop a plane there and I can fly in those chosen conditions in real time. Okay, so if I show you this, because why not? All right, so let me just bring up my browser. Okay, so this is windy.com. So right now it's set to show whatever you're seeing here. I don't know which one we've got it set to. Winds. So these are the winds, right? And then we've got rain and thunder. Okay, so you can see here we've got little snowflakes. So we can look at parts of the world that are snowing or have got snow, and we can maybe pick an airport in that region. So here's the UK, for example, and then you've got here Germany, and you've got snow here. And let me see. I don't recognize any of these places. It's not showing me any big cities or anything. So yeah, anyway, it tells you how much snow as well, wet snow, 0.7 centimeters. And you've got all this information. Loads of it, basically. It's not necessarily for flying with. You can, you know, as soon as I click somewhere, you can see in the top left it's changing. So if there's an airport nearby, I can just take off from there. And if we go here right now, it should be this weather. Whether there'll be snow or not, I don't know, but it should be raining. Let's go to rain accumulation. So if you go to the hotspots, let me just get rid of this. So you've got, these are the colors. So if it's red, it's, well, that says 1 meter. But yeah, purple has got the least, and then it goes. So if you've got these brighter areas, all right, so you've got maybe just down in the bottom of Ireland here, it gets in the green. That's rain accumulation right now, but is it actually raining there though? apparently. So if we were to go down there and make it daytime, we should see it should be raining in the sim. And then you've got your cloud coverage as well. Okay, and your radar satellite, weather radar, right? And you can see here, now we've got places. So I have no idea what DBZ is. So it looks like Cork maybe, well, there's Cork, right? So if we switch that now to rain, it has rain. Okay. So if we were to go there, it should be raining. But I'm already set up this flight, so maybe after this particular flight we can go there. That guy in Philly, yes. Oh, geez, it took me around just under 4 hours to grab what was 7.2 gigabytes, essentially. It was crazy. It's always the same though with these sim updates and what's the other ones? World updates. They're always so slow because everybody's trying to get them at the same time, you know. Yeah, I on mine I didn't reboot, but what happened was when it got everything and said, you know, that everything had been downloaded, where this progress bar is at the bottom, on the right hand bottom corner, I was getting the, you know, the wheel, the little buffering wheel. It was just going round and round and round, but it doesn't seem like it was doing it for any particular reason. So once everything was downloaded, I just quit the sim and came back in, and everything's fine. So, all right, so here we are somewhere in Australia, and that looks like, is it Brisbane we're at? Yeah, Brisbane International, it actually says it there. So that would be Brisbane in the distance. So a couple of stutters as everything loads in, which is fine. Yeah, this looks, just looking at some of the details on this model, it does look good. SR22 TS6, I think it's called, something like that. All right. So we have a flight plan filed. And that means that when we go dingle, 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 and dingle, and dicky and dicky, and stuff, it should be on the map. Right, oil pressure. Of course, there's no engine started, so that would make sense. And there it is. Now again, this range shaboody. Okay, we can have the map here. Is it this one? I don't know. What do I know? Right, so we've got an inset map here, but what if I don't want that? Can I not have? Oh, it does it inside the little wheelie thing. That's really good. But does the range work? It does. Now, explain to me what use that is in such a small area. Yeah, I mean it works, but how do we get full screen map? Probably wouldn't want that on the PFD. Does anyone know though if I can? Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Come on, you silly arse. Why are you... No, you shouldn't be... That's it. How do I... Is there a way for me to twiddle this range and make it work on this screen? So we've got traffic. Oh, the traffic's turned off now. Wait a minute. I've got traffic on. Are you telling me there's no other planes? Can't be. I don't know why I can't zoom this in and out or how to do it. I'm not familiar enough. It would be cool if there was a way. Alright, let me get back. So we've got real. Is that relative terrain? Yeah, we can just change the different types of maps we want. That's kind of cool. Topological, real terrain. To be honest, I prefer something a bit more simplistic. So these are levels of detail. You can see this bar going up there, showing different levels of detail. Alright, topological is cool. I don't mind it sitting in there. But then let's go back. We need to change the CDI to GPS. Okay, and yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, so we're ready to start the plane. I've got it on the left tank. I must remember it's only a 12-minute flight. It's probably not going to matter. But we are. Oh, you swine! It's here, right in front of my face. You little shitbag. They're all here. Look, direct to the menu, the FPL, everything that you get up here. I didn't even see it. It's right there. Oh, such a noob. Such an absolute noob. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Where are you going, though? Which direction are you going in? It looks like we're going out to sea. Alright. Right, let's see what the ATC is going to do. Obviously, Flight Sim's already assigned as an active runway. 01 left. Okay. So let's go to here. And we need clearance. So request IFR clearance.
Brisbane clearance delivery.
Don't we need to be on the runway for that?
Sierra
I don't know.
IFR to Yankee Charlie Alpha Bravo, ready to copy.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is cleared to Yankee Charlie
Here we
Alpha
go.
Bravo Airport as filed.
Takeoff run.
One left climb and maintain
2000.
Departure frequency is 118.45 squawk 2507.
Okay, 11845. Confirmed.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared to Yankee Charlie Alpha Bravo Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 1 left climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Departure on 118.45 squawk 2507.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi.
What was it? 118.45.
Brisbane clearance delivery Qantas 51 Tree IFR to Sydney ready to copy. Qantas 51 Tree is cleared to Sydney Airport as filed. Takeoff run.
Oops, that was departure. So where's that Qantas plane? Is it the first one? We've got Korean Air there. Oh, it might be this one. Yeah, it's that one in the background there. Wow, there's a chunk. All right. Now then, climb and maintain 2,000 feet. We have to do, and then they'll give us further instructions. Right. The question is, getting to 1 hour now. Oh, please don't tell me we have to sit in this queue. Oh, it's 01 left, isn't it? 01. No. What did they tell me to do? Yeah, 1 left. Please don't be 1 left. I can't actually see. I might need to get some guidance. So let's have a car escort us to where we're supposed to go. I've normally only done this.
Engines to request ground services.
Yeah, I don't want ground services though, sweetheart. You know?
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Alright, in that case, I don't know why we just... Maybe if I get on the taxiway, she'll... It's because we're in the parking, I presume. But easier is to just go into a little nav map, and I'll get it that way. Please don't put us in that queue. We've got it. If it was real life, we'd have to sit really far back. Because don't you get like a wash by being behind a jet? Right, thankfully that is not our runway. We need... Oh God, how do we get over the other one? Oh, great. It's going to take longer to taxi there than it's going to... It's going to take longer to taxi to the runway than it is to do the flight. For God's sake. Oh, you're going to love this, guys. So we should be able to do a 180 here according to the map. Okay, let's pretend we didn't see that. Oh, this is just great. It's the runway's to our left, and now we got some dillop in a truck. Well, come on. We don't have to go on that runway with the big boys, so that's something. So, normally you're supposed to taxi at some kind of walking pace, but yeah, I think the problem with the plane going nuts on takeoff and veering off the runway is because the steering is sensitive. And I've had this before with the Virpil, where I haven't changed any of the curves in the software or in Flight Sim, and as such the initial, when you move it a little bit, what we want is a curve where it's not got a lot of sensitivity at the beginning, and then the more you turn, the more sensitivity it gets. But we don't have that. Okay, so we need to keep going up to where that jet is. Not this one. It looks like there's another one coming towards us in the distance. That one. Well, yeah, we got to go there. Now, this Korean Air is about to go, and he's off to the parking areas because there's nothing else over there for him other than parking. We need to keep going, and we take the next, not the next left, but the one after it. Oh, I can hear that.
Departure velocity 932 is passing 700 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Yeah, he's going to need a parachute because I'm moving here, so we don't take this. Look how sensitive the steering is.
Velocity 932, keep speed, not above 250 knots.
So we can adjust this. I haven't actually bothered. I've got it set to default, and maybe that is not.
Keep speed, not above 250 knots, velocity 932.
Hold on. So if I come here and I go into the controls and I go to Rusty's mouse, nope, Rusty's Virpil here. So we go here and we've got sensitivity. You see, it's just totally linear. And yeah, so what I need to adjust is this one. So we need a curve where it's a lot less sensitive, like something like this, and then maybe, oops, maybe like this. Should we go 49 again? And then maybe it's, you know, this is the full extent of travel. And then, but if I do a little bit of movement, right? So if I have this on 0. Okay, so now it's linear, and I turn the joystick to the square right there, to that square section, and now I release it back down to 49. I haven't got to the bottom part of the square yet on the vertical, and I think if I was to do it this way, see, and then in the middle it's just woo, that's too much. So something kind of smooth like this, but less sensitive. I'm going to just shoot for 50 because it's a nice round number here. So let's go minus 50 on that curve, which is a smooth curve. It's in between maximum curve and a flat line, basically. Dead zone, we don't need any at all. Zilch. Not with this joystick anyway. I mean, you could build in a little bit of dead zone. So if you turn the wheel, I'm associating dead zones with wheels. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, if you turn the joystick just a tad, it's still flat, so it's not really going to do anything. It's only when you turn a little bit more that you start getting into that nice curve. I don't think we need any. I think it needs to be very smooth. You've even got extremity dead zone here, which is kind of cool. Really nice. So you can flatten out that. Like if your joystick's worn and when you twist it, it doesn't go to 100%, it only goes to say 90. You can just add a bit of dead zone, and then you've got your new maximum. Reactivity, 96. Let's drop that down to 30. If I hold it there, reactivity. That's how reactive it would be, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's try these curves and see if I only need to do it on the yaw. The pitch and banking is fine.
Velocity 9er tree to climb and maintain flight level 180.
So let's see if this makes my steering just a little bit smoother.
1 tree Brisbane, departure QNH tree 0.0 tree radar contact. Continue to ISO.
Because I need it on all planes. It's not just
Qantas
this.
1 tree keep speed, not above 250 knots.
So I'm just twisting the joystick a tiny bit now, and it's not so reactive.
Climb and maintain flight level 180. Keep speed, not above 250 knots velocity.
The only thing is if the plane's, see where that plane's taking off? That's where we're going.
Level 260.
We have to follow the Korean Air as well.
Not above 250 knots Qantas 51 tree.
So, yeah, they're having this on while we're talking.
Flight level 260 velocity 9er tree 2. Velocity 9er tree.
So, if we start veering off, I have to put more input to bring it back again. But hopefully we won't veer off in the first place. So we're just following these planes around. That Korean Air, the blue Korean Air, that's where we're following.
Qantas 615, have the Boeing in sight.
So we were cleared for takeoff, weren't we? So we can get up to 2,000 before we need to contact ATC again. I should have requested IFR clearance at the on the runway, but there you go. There was no like request taxi or anything. Okay, he's going to be turning off just about now, and we're going to follow him. I'm having to put some left yaw into this because of the drift we're getting, and it's making my hand hurt a little, having to constantly correct. So we better be careful with this dude. Where's he from? This plane's Singapore. This plane's actually at this, or it might have just taken off in real life by now. But this is apparently true to real. So
Qantas 51 tree climb and maintain flight level 240. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
power lines, nice to see some power lines. And there's Brisbane in the background.
Climb and maintain flight flight level 240. Keep speed not above 250.
Okay, so we just
Qantas 51 tree.
go to the end here and turn right, and we're on the runway.
Flight level 340.
Got some nice fluffy clouds as well. There goes one plane.
Climb and maintain flight level 340 Qantas 51 tree.
We have to listen, make sure he doesn't call our plane out and when we miss it. So there's the Korean Air lining up to turn onto the runway. The runway is parallel to us, so it's coming back down this way. Oh, where's he going? Oh, he's doing it. Okay, so he didn't take the last taxiway. He decided to take the second from last one and do an S shape. What the hell for? He could have just gone to the end and done a turn, surely. Why would you do this way? I wonder if this plane's going to do the exact same thing.
15 climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Qantas 51 tree contact Brisbane Center on 119.8. Good day.
Oh, he didn't sound too happy.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250. That's Qantas 615.
Have I got a plane behind me?
Qantas 615 climb.
I'm a bit small.
Flight level 240.
No. Look how tiny I am.
119.8 Qantas 51 tree.
Well, we got a plane going off there and one coming in. So it's Korean Air to take off now, and then this Singapore Airlines.
Flight level 240 Qantas 615.
Yeah, see how he's going before that brown patch here? And then he has to go up to the top one.
350.
He's not going to do the left turn, is he? He is. Why not just turn off here then? Okay, I'll just follow you. I'll follow you guys.
50 Qantas 615.
You're the professionals. This is my first time going solo. Right. I'm going to just hang on here.
Brisbane departure Q link tree 74 Delta is at 900 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
So he's waiting there at the threshold before
Center on 11.
this guy goes.
Good day. Q link tree 74 Delta Brisbane departure Q.
There's a lot of ATC, isn't there?
Contact. Continue to assign.
Okay, engines powering. Whoa, that's a lot of noise.
3 miles at 0 Airbus. Report them in sight. 119.8.
It doesn't look like it's going very fast, does it? For his sake, I hope he is. There he goes. Bye bye. Is he going back to Korea? I would imagine. There he goes. And I can... Where's he gone? Oh, I hate it when it does this. Has he aborted because this dude's coming in? Where's Singapore Airlines? I guess this is some kind of bug with FSLTL.
Departure Airbus Hotel Lima 8211 is passing 700 feet, climbing 9,000.
Okay, I'm going to start putting in the flaps then. Just flaps. Flaps 1, because this runway looks huge.
0 tree radar contact. Continue to ISO.
That was a little bit of an immersion loss, wasn't it?
Not above 250 knots.
I would like to have just waited for Singapore Airlines to do the same thing, and then it would be my turn.
Keep speed not above 250 knots Airbus 211.
We don't have anything coming in, right? Because I don't trust it. No, we're good. Come on. Why are you holding me? I don't have the brakes on. I don't know. I didn't have the brakes on at all. Now is there a plane coming in? No. Okay, runway 1 left. Straight out, we're going to go straight out. I'm not going to go full throttle. About 60%. 70. We've got plenty of runway. I'm going to push the joystick down on the nose. That's not really helping. Like full throttle now. I thought pushing the joystick down to get weight onto the nose would help, but not really. That doesn't look quite real, does it? Okay, so we've retracted the old flappage. I don't know if we can increase the brightness of the monitors, but that map could do with... Now we're supposed to go to 2,000 feet. I don't think this flight path's going to work out too well for us because, well, it ends here. Tune Brisbane approach. Huh?
Airbus 211 climb and maintain.
Brisbane approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is typed Cirrus SR22 4 miles north of Brisbane 1,500 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Brisbane approach. Squawk 6347.
Squawk 6347 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 5 miles north of Brisbane, 1,900 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Oh, awesome. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I have no idea where I'm going. I've got nothing on the map.
Brisbane approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 6 miles north of Brisbane. Request IFR to Yankee Charlie Alpha Bravo. Ready to copy.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is cleared to Yankee Charlie Alpha Bravo Airport as filed. Squawk 6347.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared to Yankee Charlie Alpha Bravo Airport as filed. Squawk 6347.
No idea where the navigation map
Read that correct.
doesn't have the full flight plan.
2,800 feet. QNH tree 0.0 tree. Turn right heading 015. Resume own navigation climb and maintain 9,400 feet.
Turn right heading 015. Proceed on course climb and maintain 9,400 feet. Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are 15 miles southeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 29er approach.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 29er approach Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
We've got a little bit of a drift going on here,
Brisbane departure on 118.
but it's okay.
Good day.
Let's see if we can correct for that.
118.45 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra. Goodbye. Brisbane departure Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is at 3,500 feet, climbing 9,400 feet.
Are we? We're going to 9,000?
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf
Okay.
Sierra Brisbane departure QNH.
It's a 12-minute flight, you know that.
Radar contact. Continue.
But okay. Request vector to next waypoint. Yeah, I guess so.
Brisbane departure Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, turn left heading 205.
Turn left heading 205 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
That's going to take us way off the beaten path. To 05. Okay. For how long? Will it keep us informed? Where the hell are you taking me? I don't know where we're going. This is taking us back the other way around. Why would I want to go this way? So this hasn't worked because we did program the entire flight plan into the map, but it hasn't shown up on here. All right, so I'm just going to follow the pink arrow because that's what we're supposed to do. Why it's not here, I don't know. I'll understand Boeings and Airbuses better than this. So according to this, we're heading 016 for 8.7 miles. Distance 8.9. It's getting further away. Where does it think we're going? I mean, the arrow is pointing this way. I got my spaceship pointed the wrong way around. There we go. I don't know where this plane thinks it's going. So if it can't do it with, if the ATC can't really function with a plane like this, it's got no hope of ever doing it with any of the study level planes, the jets. No way. Not in this life.
Brisbane departure Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Yeah, whatever you say, I'm going to ignore.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, turn left heading 175.
Turn left heading 175 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
That's not going to happen.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra would like visual runway 11 approach.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are 14 miles east. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 11 approach. Circle to land runway 29er.
Okay.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 11 approach. Circle to land runway 29er. Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Well, I'm just going to turn deeper into this. I want to see if this needle comes back to us. Okay, it is. We're going to be a little bit out again, but it doesn't matter.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Brisbane Center 2.5.0. Good day.
Heading 0.6. It said heading 016 main sequence or something. And then
125 decimal 0 Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra.
what I don't get is why this distance here is going up when it should be counting down to the next waypoint, surely. Don't know. It was 12 miles. We should have been landed by now. I don't know where this thinks we're going. Let's see if we have it on here. See, we were supposed to be going... Oh, Y-cab. Okay. So, is it then this pink line that's wrong? We're supposed to be going here. Alright, I'm just going to make this plane do some acrobatics now. Alright.
Brisbane Center Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is passing 4,900 feet, climbing 9,400 feet.
No, we're not.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Brisbane Center QNH tree 0, decimal 0 full radar contact, continue.
Brisbane Center Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra requesting vector to next waypoint.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, turn left, heading 265.
Well, actually that would be right, but okay.
Turn left heading 265 Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra.
It doesn't even know what heading we're on. 265. There we go. So none of these navigation
Contact
keys.
Brisbane Center on 129er, decimal 0. Good day.
I don't know what's going on.
129er, decimal 0 Q link 2374. Goodbye.
Like, how do I know when to tell it to give me the next waypoint? It should do it automatically. I ain't going up to 9,000 feet though.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, please expedite your climb 9,400 feet.
Nope.
Jetstar 787 climb and maintain flight level 2.
See, and if I don't do it, she told me to expedite my climb, and if I don't, she's going to cancel the flight.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 Jetstar 787.
The hell do I want to be up at? This is high enough. We're almost on top of the airport. See, I'd like the option here to be able to select a new altitude or request, to say request altitude of 4,000. So, yeah, whatever improvements they think they've made are not helping me at all. It's the same crap as it's always been.
X-ray Golf Sierra, please expedite your climb 9,400 feet.
Nope, still not going to do it.
Brisbane Center Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra. Cancel IFR at this time.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
The first problem we had was the losing of the flight plan on this map. So that was an issue.
Jetstar 787 contact Brisbane Center on 119er, decimal 8. Good day.
Alright, well, we just do it anyway. And then we'll check out, see if I have any frames per second issues on the Phoenix, if other people are getting them. Now again, I've got no idea about direction of runway. I can't remember what number runway she said, but that would give me an idea of the heading. So we're managing to stay airborne quite nicely at 40% engines. Okay, so definitely not heading in the right direction for it. So when we get on top of the Y, or something like that, where it says Y cab, we'll start to turn towards the runway. Actually, maybe a bit further. I'll wait till the back of the plane has cleared this blue line. Bring the throttles down. And I've definitely overshot the mark there, haven't I? Didn't realize we were so damn close. Wow. Okay, we're a lot closer than what I imagined. Looks very old. So currently at 110, add 180 degrees onto that, you get 290. So we'll turn left and reach 290. Well, it wasn't elegant, but whatever. It's not what I would qualify as a runway either. Let's just float it, drop some speed off. Oops. Very strange movements. Very, very strange. I've never seen a plane do this. Yeah, I don't like the ground handling of this Cirrus. It's a bit freaky to me. Yeah, it's definitely weird. It's all over the place, left and right. Why can't I just pick a decent bloody runway? I mean, what is that? That's a taxiway. So they've tarmacked the taxiway. But the runway, look how narrow. Imagine trying to get a jet down here. Okay. And again, we seem to have lost clouds. Are there any in the world anymore? Right, we know it's raining in Ireland, in Cork. So we'll go there, we'll make it daytime, but live weather, and we'll get the Phoenix out and see. I don't have any FPS monitor on the go. The one from Steam should be working, but it isn't. Maybe I've turned it off for this game, so I'm going to run the MSI Afterburner. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. So Phoenix, fly-by-wire, and this one. Right, you can probably see it up on the screen there. So Phoenix, we may have an Irish livery on this as well. Not sure. Aye. We've got the old Aer Lingus and we've got the new one. So let's get the new one. So according to the weather, unless it's changed in the last half an hour, it's raining here. Now we're going to need a small or medium gate. That'll do. Look at that writing on the bottom. That's ridiculous. Did you guys read that? It said the CFM56 aircraft was named because it had the power of 56 industrial microwaves. Who decided that, oh, let's measure it based on microwave power? Somebody likes too many pies. That's crazy. Well, it looks pretty dry here. It does. And, oh. What am I seeing? Is there no other planes? I guess it's not busy at this time of night. Cork, parked at Cork as unassigned what? As unassigned. Looks like it's just me at the moment. The airport looks busy and there's no planes for these people to get on. So yeah, well, the weather is, it's not raining. I don't really plan a flight, to be honest, not with this. But it would take too long. Oh, there are planes. Okay. There was just none over there. Now there is. Wow, look at the detail we have here. And we're getting 55 frames. So yeah, in terms of FPS, no, I'm not suffering. Because this is one of the most FPS intensive planes that we have. And the airport is detailed. It's not standard. And I'm almost pushing 60 frames per second. So if anything, I would probably say it's gone up. And then we've got 50 over here. It starts to sync a little bit when you move around, but that's okay. W8 Smiths. Do we have VGDS here? BDGS? No, we don't. Not where I am anyway. Visual Display Guidance System. It would be here in front of us. Yeah, no, FPS wise, in the cockpit is where it would sync if anything. And 45, 46. I'm losing a couple of frames because I'm streaming it as well, you know. But 30 is all you need for this, and yeah, clearly not a problem. Right, now we're down to, yeah, 43, 48, completely normal while it warms itself up. Livestock, smoke, I hope that's going to clear. Aft isolation valve is off. There we go. It's got it. Okay, systems are all clear now. I hope. Just waiting for the alignment here. 7 minutes. No, why don't you remember? I want it fast or instant or something. Did we do it in here? I don't think we did we? I believe it's in here. Here we go, mass and balance. Not that either. Hey, Brian, thank you for your continued membership, matey. Very much appreciated. And while I'm on the subject, thank you all of my channel members and patrons. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for your continued support. I was actually thinking about you guys today because I was just thinking how, you know, if I didn't have my members and patrons and stuff like that, I can pretty much be confident in saying this channel probably wouldn't still be going by now, because my life would have been different, and I don't think I would have had time to do it. So you literally, I know it sounds very cliche, but you guys who support me in that way, you literally are keeping the channel going. Yep. And I need to find out where this thing is. Panel states. We'll have it all sorted by the time. Ground services, yes. No. Where's the thing for the thing? I can't find the thing. It's the thing that makes the loading quicker. I'm just going to go through everything now. These are the callouts? Oh yeah, alright, callouts. So these are ones that you can miss out. That's okay. I'm surprised they don't have a 250. Dude. There should be something that allows you to speed up the boarding process. And the boarding is all taken care of here. But also the radars, the ADIRs, IDIRs, whatever they're called, those. You see, it says IR alignment in 5 minutes. On all the other planes, maybe here. On all of them, you can configure how fast it does it, so you don't have to wait. Failures, manual, fuel, cargo. Oh, I tell you what I can show you guys is the new way of, if I can remember, how to use it. It's the updated Boeing 737 and how it integrates with SimBrief, because that has changed now. It's a question of, can I remember how to do it? And the answer is, I freaking hope so. But hold on. Definitely want that on normal. I wonder if it's in the Atsu menu then. This is normally just for bringing in the flight details. Alright. So yeah, this is really nice. So let's go back to real time and see what this if this airport lights up. There we go. All right, let me get the Boeing in here, and we'll see the new way. So I'll do a SimBrief flight plan. I might fly it. I don't know. See how I feel. So let's go back to the Ferry Foxy. I actually don't know where I'm going to take off from yet, but I want somewhere in the daytime. So maybe we can go from Seattle or something and, I don't know, see where we end up. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I'm playing it by nose. Right, so we definitely need I want the 800. And go with any of the American ones. Delta perhaps, or American Airlines. And we've got actually I think some of the United States is starting to get into the darkness now, isn't it? Yeah, we better get right to the East Coast here. San Jose International to San Francisco. There's an aircraft carrier there. We could take off from no, we can't. Definitely not. So this is the way I do it, right? Firstly, I try and get some kind of an idea of how long it's going to take. So I'll set this airport as a departure. And then I'll pick something in and around the area, depending on how long I want to fly for. So let's say I pick San Francisco International, and I say set as arrival. Then it gives me the time here, 11 minutes. Well, that's not Do you know there actually is a commercial jet flight that is 11 minutes long? Yeah, that's real. So we've got Reno over here, which is considerably further away. And that's only 40 minutes. So what else do we have? Boise. Guernsey. So Boise, Idaho. That's a 1 hour flight. Okay. So then we've got the two ICAOs of the airport, as I call them. And that is KSJC to KBOI. And that is all I need for SimBrief. And now we got to cancel this one because you don't put the destination here because it won't work. And we want to try and find a medium gate, gate 1. Yeah, let's have gate 1. So gate 1, and we're going to Boise. Are we? I don't know yet. Maybe. Maybe. It's going to be quite dark though. I think it's just about getting to nighttime. So while that's loading up, let's transition over to here. We've still got the weather thing on the go. And we'll bring up SimBrief, which is what you wear under your sim trousers. Okay, so let's go and, well, actually we can just click up here on dispatch. And we can go to a new flight. Okay, so we are running with American Airlines, so I can call it AM or AME. And flight number, guess what, 2627. If you know the channel, you know the number. So KSJC and KBOI is where we're going to. The airframe is, we're going to have a twin class 800, which will be this one. No, this one. So first class and economy on this in this plane. And we'll double check it on our plane to make sure. There we go. Now, there's the 737 update has brought a rather neat feature. Sometimes when you generate the flight plan in SimBrief, it can give you cruising altitudes, which for me are maybe too high. I've heard people suggest that it can give you cruising altitudes that are actually too low. This one, 37,000, doesn't seem too bad. But when you bring the SimBrief flight plan into the Boeing, I think the way it works is that if it detects that the altitude from SimBrief is not as per Boeing would run their planes, for example, then the PMDG plane has a set of lookup tables and it can put its own correct cruising altitude in the thing. And we are getting some stutterings on my sim, even though it says 58 frames per second. Alright, so there's the flight plan. I don't know why we're getting stuttering. Let's get back to it. Ooh, it's a little bit dippy. Are we going to crash? No. What the hell? I guess there's going to be a new update coming out. Has it broken the plane? You see it stuttering. Look at the jetway. Oh, you can't, it's not moving anymore. Can you hear the sound? something's gone badly wrong here. Oh dear, something's broken the plane. Let's get it powered and see if it switches fixes itself. Unfortunately not. Yikes, what is going on with this? I don't know. I don't think I've got any stuck buttons. I'm just checking. I don't think I've got any buttons stuck. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, and then this guy. Okay, so that's all of my controllers unplugged and then replugged. And it's still doing it. Holy crumbs. Alright, let's reset the flight. If I can. What on earth? Has it broken the Boeings? Oh, that's bad, man. Alright, I'm gonna take off the traffic injector for the moment, just to rule that out. Yikes! What the hell is going on? Okay, we'll try that again. I'm gonna pick a different gate this time. So, KSGJC, which, as we all know, JC is the initials of that great, amazing, glorified leader, Jeremy Clarkson. Right, so let's pick a different gate. 7. Gonna put us in the mix. Where's gate 7? Oh, okay, all the way up there. Fine, go. Wow, what was going on with that then? I wonder if it's gonna do it again. Has it broke the Boeing jets? And if so, why? Why would it? The Phoenix looks like it's absolutely fine. Okay. Oh dear. Oh! Oh! Bollocks! It's broken. But what is it? Which control is it? I can't see any switches flickering. There's nothing moving, is there? Unless somebody behind me is on a typewriter and like they're really quick. I don't see any buttons going nuts. What the freak? Well, so much for showing you the thing. I mean, I could, but this would just get on your nerves. Can't seem... Oh, of course it won't. We need power. For God's sake. Oh my God. It broke the Boeings. Or something on my controllers are on. What's that thing? Oh, isn't there a thing, a utility, where you can have it check if any buttons are being pressed on anything? Or maybe even my keyboard. Good God. Oh, bloody hell, we need to update Navigraph. Alright, we have to come out of here, guys. That's the Chinese water torture right there. Let me see if there's an update. Wow. Hopefully, if this is a fault with the Boeings because it broke, I sincerely hope they can fix it and get an update out. I just want to check though. You guys bear with me a moment. In fact, come with me. See if anybody's mentioned it. Right, this is the 737. It would have to be a post from today. And surely it can't, I don't think it is a bug, because they must have been testing PMDG Boeings during the beta, and they would have picked it up. So, if I unplug all of my input devices, keyboard, mouse, throttle, joystick, game controller, everything, and if it stops, it's one of those things. All right. So what we're going to do first, actually I don't need to do that. Sorry about this, guys, but I don't know what's causing this. I'm going to try and click on the search bar here, but yeah, that's not the program I wanted, you prick. Okay, let's try again. So, on-screen keyboard. Now if I press a key, it does respond. The answer is no, it's not. Okay. Right, so if I put my cursor in a text box, it's not typing anything. So unless it's a shift or a qualifier key, we're fine. Right, bear with me a sec, I'm going to unplug all my devices. Right. Jesus, guys. Honestly, I could not figure out where my keyboard was. Which USB it was. Right. So, no joystick, no controller, no throttle, no keyboard, just mouse. Is anybody in the chat at all? Or is my browser just not giving me the right information? Okay, it's still jerking, so it is a problem. It is a problem still. Yep. So it's not, I don't have a button pressed or stuck. That's good to know. And now I can't press escape. Oh, shite. Right, hold on. So we'll get that plugged in. If I can find the hole. Why is it that USB cables never slot into their slot, even if you've got it the right way around, until you look at it? You literally have to look at it going in, and then it'll do it for you. Okay, I don't know whether these devices are coming on or what. Right, I guess that's that then. I'm not adjusting anything. Like I said, all my devices were unplugged. Every input device that I have except for the mouse was unplugged. And the mouse I can turn off just like that. So why hasn't it been reported? Wow, that's fucked up. Okay, so it looks like I need to do a Navigraph update on these planes. Has it been a month already? Navigraph information gets updated once a month. So you've got the latest information on the planes and you have to update all the planes. What on earth is going on? Maybe it would fix after a reboot? Right, so let's install Navigraph up to date. I'm just going to quit to the top of the desk for a second while we do this. A new update is available. Yes, I know that. Yeah, they updated the Boeing fleet. PMDG did recently. It's had 2 updates. And the second one has given us better Some brief integration. Some really cool stuff. Alright, now where did it go? Ah, okay, it's reinstalling Navigraph altogether. Sign in. Scan the QR code. Seriously? Sign in on the website. It's quicker. Literally faster than doing the QR code. Navigraph account linked. And there we go. Alright, so update. In fact, you guys wanna I can bring you into my world. Hold on. Right, so we've just installed 2312. Now we have to do it for the Boeings. So we've got the 9. I'll skip the CRJs because I don't really fly those. I should because they're cool planes. Same with the 146 here. So the other fleet, we can update those. That one. I'll try the 700 next and see if it's the same thing. It will be. The logic on all the planes is exactly the same. The systems are all the same. And here we need to do the Phoenix. This just makes sure that the plane knows the same stuff as Navigraph knows. And then there's another Navigraph program which you would use to update programs such as little nav map and stuff like that. I don't have the in-game panel because I don't like it. It causes issues for me, or at least it has done in the past. And so I just don't bother with that. Rubbish. Right. By the way, updating the Navigraph won't do a damn thing for the clicking noise. But restarting Flight Sim, well, let's see. Was the trim wheel moving, by the way, Angry? Did you notice it? It normally doesn't make that noise though. It would make a little bit of a different noise, I would say. It's like a sound, isn't it? You see, when you're flying the Airbus, your physical throttle that you're using in your hand, wherever you move that, it moves it on the plane, no matter at what point even if you've got full autopilot on, you know with the Airbus, you have full throttle going up, and then at the point when you get beyond, I think 2,500 feet or something, it asks for the climb detent, and you bring the throttle back to the climb detent. And then when you're in cruise and the autopilot is doing all the work, if I move my physical throttle, it will affect the autopilot. It will do it, and it will, if I drop the throttle and go into idle, then it'll do that, even with auto throttle on. I think, I'm not sure, but anyway, it does affect things. Whereas when the autopilot is on in the Boeing, I can move my throttle up, down, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the position of the throttles in the plane. Those big white handles, it doesn't move them. I'm pretty sure it's different in the Airbus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think what happens is, if you've got auto throttle on the Airbus, it could be that I could push the throttles to the max, and it might not do it. I don't know whether it overrides the auto throttle or not. I can't remember. I can't remember. That's a good question. I know that there is a difference between the way both planes do it. Alright, so let's see what this brings. What a strange thing. I'm just going to see if I can Google. SU14 appears to have broken the PMDG, and that was in 31st of October. So that must have been in the beta. Well, don't tell me in a month, 5 weeks. In 5 weeks they didn't fix that in the beta? No way. Brief description. Oh, he's having a completely different description. I updated SU14 beta this morning. It appears to have broken the 737. I can't type anything into the FMC. Oh, that's not what I'm getting. Yep. Nope. Maybe this is fixable then. Ideally, what's causing the ticking sound? No, that must be something different. It sounds like the flicking of a switch back and forward. You see, if I was getting this ticking sound in a different plane as well, then I would think it was a control that's, stuck on or something. But then again, I have unplugged everything. There's a post here, it says, what's that clicking sound? And it's Flight Sim X, 9th of April 2007. Yeah. Unable to reach PMDG, fix for MSFS. No. Alright, let's go again. So this time we'll pick the slightly smaller plane. We'll pick the 700. This one. It does like Malaysian Airlines for some reason. Okay. Argentina. What the hell? Why not? It's the next one down. And it's going to be dark. I haven't got a clue where Argentina is. Down here. Yep. But I want somewhere that's in the light. In the daytime. And that would be Australia. Let's go to Perth. Isn't Perth here? Yes. Okay. No. Angry, you still in the chat? Oh, you didn't see it. Just read a post which mentioned autopilot trying to retrim if the plane is powered down. Interesting. Yeah, she with the red hair put a new video up today, which is one that I made, the XFM thing, and I just did episode 3 for her as well today, so it's cool. I spent like 4 hours on each of these videos editing the pictures in. Jeez. But I don't mind doing it. It's cool. Right, so where are we going to take off from? So let's click this. Because we want a medium gate. There. That's where you're going to stick me. Okay. Come on, Boeing. You've got your latest Navigraph now. I've lost my icon on the desktop because I've put the update in. That's awesome. It uninstalls itself, removes my icon, reinstalls an update, and then doesn't put the icon back. What's all that about? How come you're up so late, Angry? No work? No worky? I've got a lot of these oil rigs as well. I can't land on one. Not properly anyway. Landing helicopters, not really my thing. It's like there's like with flight sim, I'm okay. I can take a Boeing or an Airbus. But ask me to drop a helicopter vertically down onto a pad. Nope. And then you have sim racing, where I'm quite okay with, you know, just racing around a track, whatever, vehicle, whatever. But then ask me to drift. Nope. Can't do that either. No. It's a discipline within the actual environment. And the discipline of landing a helicopter, no. Drifting, no. Driving while looking out of your side window, it's unnatural. I've got a nice little video which I'm planning to make soon with sim racing. It's just, it'll be a quick one, but if it works out well, if I can set it up properly, it should be good. Oh, you got sucked on holiday tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's okay. You can have a lie-in, man. Give yourself a lie-in. Oh, is it looking smooth? Or am I dreaming? Is this looking smooth or am I dreaming? Come on. Oh, don't go quiet. Guys, it's gone quiet. It's not clicking. Tablet missing. Okay. Tablets. Cold, no stairs. No. Do you have the tablet? Oh, no. Tell me you... Oh, okay. So I have to set it up for every single plane. Oh, for God's sake. So the 700 doesn't know what the 800 knows. All right, let's get the tablet on. And I think you now have to save. It's either going to be the config. What's our tail number? YN105? Oh, for God's sake. Does it say? LVBZO. Okay. LVBZO. Fixed config. Well, is mine going to be listed here? Go back. Okay, so now tablet's still there, and we want to set out a 2-class. The problem is, SimBrief is programmed for the 800, not the 7. So that's not going to fly, because no pun intended. I mean, that's not going to work, because we need what do you call it? It's different weights and different stuff like that. So let me just run through here. Yeah, let's have the eyebrows on this one. Why not? Performance improvement package. Sure. We can do that. Yep. Okay. So now we want to save this out. Or will it just remember it? So the fixed config is whatever I've got this plane set to. So I'm hoping that this tail number gets remembered even if I turn into a different livery like Delta or British Airways. I can still load the config from this one. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. But there is another thing, which is this panel saving. So I'm going to call this 700 tablet, which is a cold and dark setup. Do we have the GPU outside? GPU? Yes, it is. It's GPU. I'm thinking, no, that's graphic processing unit. No, it isn't. It is correct. It's the ground power unit. Yes, it's still called a GPU. It's not a graphics card. Right. Okay. Right, so we've got that saved for next time. But is it a twin class plane or is it a single class? That took a while. I don't know. Oops, wrong menu. So, do we have first class and economy? Nope. We do now. I don't think that this is to do with the panels, but I want to save it out anyway. I should use this on my own tablet. I've got an external app server thing that shows this up on my tablet. I can actually do it with my fingers. Press the buttons physically. All right. So now we have to go back into SimGrief and change the flight plan. Yeah, because we're not in America anymore. We're in Perth. I don't even know where we're going. Oh, geez. Hold on. I actually moved country. And I don't think there's any airports near. I mean, there is one in Perth, but then I think the next nearest one is way up here. Oh boy, oh boy. So, don't think that these airports have got runways long enough for a commercial jet, because, yeah, I don't think so. And what are they? Oh, for God's sake. Now what do we do? This is a disaster. The only way to get a... Well, I've got Airport Finder program. But it's too fiddly to set it up. I'm going to Google. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? ChatGPT. Oh, come on, Adelaide's too far away. Surely Adelaide's miles away, but whatever, we just get it up in the air. Oh, you twat. Never mind the fact it's 3 to 3.5 hours. Okay, I thought it was going to be way more than that. iPad. Not quite. Okay, so we're flying to iPad. All right, so cool. Why, that's easy to remember. Oh, right. So iPad then, and we're gonna go into my flight plan. This is just to quickly set something up, because why not? Go into new flight. And it's an Argentinian airline. Let's just pretend we got hijacked or something. and we have a 700 twin class, so that one. This is all about me showing you the sim brief import, not really flying the flight. So let's see what the block time is going to be. So the block time is, where are you? So departing at 1:20, arriving up for 3 hours, yeah. Airtime 2:34. So block time is 3:02, which includes taxiing to the runway and taxiing to the gates when you land. So ChatGPT got it pretty spot on there. So that's fine. Okay. Okay. So, right. So to get that flight plan, normally I would download the flight plan into a folder and then drop it into here. I would, you know, launch it into here. I think for the weather, I don't know whether I still have to do that. I'll find out. I don't know whether it's bringing that in now, but it should be bringing in the fuel. Now, SimBrief has got us down on, for fuel, 11.6 tons and 128 passengers and 3.193 of cargo. The last time I imported with this, it didn't get the numbers right, but we shall not be put off. Right, so let's switch the plane on, otherwise we can't use the FMC. So we'll just get the ground power on. And while we're doing that, we might as well align the navs because it just makes sense to do that anyway. Oops. Okay. Anything else that needs doing up here in the meantime? Alternate flaps, no. Yaw damper, no. We can do that later. Diddly bee, diddly bum 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 dim bum 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 bum. No, not really. We can get on with it. Okay. So we just have to wait the obligatory amount of time for everything just to come on the screen, and then we're good to go. So the flight plan, we can already bring it into here. You can't transfer any information from here onto the plane. It just doesn't do that. So there's our flight. And we've got the departure weather. And our SimBrief flight plan is here. So the wind data, I mean, look, let's forget the wind data for now. Let's go back to that later. Where's the fuel? Okay, so this is our block fuel. So this is how much fuel we're going to be carrying. And then somewhere, it does tell us the passenger, passengers and all that stuff. But I never know where to look for that. So passengers is 128. So if you see any occurrence of the number 128, not that it matters. Are we up? Nope. Okay, well, we'll enter the IRS position while we're waiting. Hello. Fucking hell. It's broken the buttons now. Oh, Jesus. Looks like we have a freeze. Why? Somebody explain why. I can't turn any buttons. No. Can't press anything. Jesus, it doesn't want me to show you guys. What can I say? This is a bug that does creep into MSFS from time to time, but I haven't encountered it for a while. So I'm just going to put it down to sim update 14, bugging out. And this, you can go anywhere in the world, it says at the bottom. That font is different, I'm sure. Anyway, we'll try another time. Because I'll be damned to hell if I'm going to let this thing get to me. Perth, gate 12. Ooh. 2 kilometers of asphalt. Sure. YPBO. That's doable. We can change the flight plan. That's not a problem. Nice and easy. Just edit the one we have already. So if I cancel this out, it cancels the gate. Why? Because nobody knows. YPBO, wasn't it? Okay, while that's loading up. Yeah, I don't blame you for running out of patience, Angry. I can't control it. It's not my thing. But yeah, I'll catch you next time. It's a shame, but I don't know. You guess you can watch the video back if you wanted to. So yeah, have a good night, man. Take care. I'm going to edit this out and have it generate a new flight. There we go. Right, so 128 passengers still. Block fuel is now only 7 tons. And airtime 1.5 hours. Right, let's see if it does the same shit again. I'm not going to do anything on the iPad this time, just in case. It shouldn't screw anything up, but I don't trust it. I have no trust in anything on this plane right now. Alright. I hate that the Toga hotspot is there. I think on the, now that they've done the flight bag, or the iPad, it's called a flight bag. I don't know why, it's not a bag, but anyway. I think the Toga option here should be allowed to be disabled from the settings in here. Because sometimes I've clicked on it accidentally just to use it as a drag point to move around, and it fucked me over. Okay, so let's get this in. So we are at YPPH, and we are at gate something I forgot, 12. Yep. And that lines up with the GPS perfectly. Okay, so now we go to route, and we don't have to fill anything in here now. Where before we would download the flight plan into the folder, go to the company route and do that. Now we don't do anything here. Zilch. Flight number you could put in, I suppose, but now we go flight plan request. This is how you do it. Oh, we had something on the scratch pad. We're supposed to take that off. There we go. Now, this isn't correct. There's supposed to be an entry under here. Sim brief. This one is not good enough. So maybe. Okay. Well, okay. Let's just import it into here and see what happens. Maybe you need to bring it into here first. All right. So there it is on the pad. There we go. And now you click sim brief, root. Okay, and now you need to set your payload. Done. You need to set your fuel. Done. So the fuel, according to sim brief, is 6,961. 7. Perfect. 6.9 to 7. Perfect. So, in terms of the payload though, I think it spreads it out differently. I don't know if it's even mentioned up here. I don't think so. No, why would it be? No, they do all of this in the Phoenix though, where you've got your passengers and how they get seated and stuff, but so it's got 2.6 reserve. Block fuel is now correct, and we should have, well, we don't have a route, and it's a very big route. Why is that not in? Oh, I might have missed a stage. Hold on. Where did I get to? Ah, route, wasn't it? Okay, hold on. Hold on, please. I'm losing my... There we go. I'm just going to bring this in again because... Okay, so that one and that one is already done anyway. And then I think what we can do is select route and then hit flight plan request. It's put the flight number in, look, the one I put on SimBrief. Okay, and load up the route. Give it a second or two, just like in the real plane. Will it put the runway? I don't know. The runway is 6. And activate. Okay. Well, I'm going to put runway 6 in anyway. Okay, so now when we go to legs, there we have it. And I haven't even had to download anything. Now, as for the weather, I don't know. I'll have a look in a second. So we're departing from here, and we're going direct to 50 VOR. So that's not going to be on this list. And the approach is 06. And it's an RNAV approach, so no ILS. Awesome. Crappy airport. Via PBO. PBO? Yeah, PBO. Don't have it here. So the first thing, 50 VOR. Yep. Yeah. Okay. We've got a discontinuity on the route there. What's the last thing on the list next to the airport? Let's have a look this way. Ah, it does look like it's gone a bit monkeys, doesn't it? Right, there's the runway. So PBDWF. I don't have any of this on my flight plan, but okay. So what's going on here then? How do you get from... Wow, this is fucked. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I don't think I'm going to fly it. But why would you do this? I mean, okay, it's probably to do with the airways. But what's this? Why is this purple line then coming back out? I think it's PBO is the last thing on our list, and then it's direct to the runway. So anything after that, like these, okay, so PBO is now in the center. Yeah. Okay, can we zoom in so I can see it a bit better and try and decode what's going on here? Oh, I hate it when it does this. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll get the runway and bring it to here and execute. Right, so that gets rid of all that junk. I still don't think that's a good, but okay. So I'm going to get the performance in and then we'll see what goes. So performance init request. Now normally I've been typing all these in. Let's see if I can get away with not doing that. I don't know if it... Yeah, there we go. And load. Beautiful. Sweet. It hasn't changed the transition. Oh, yes, it has. Yeah, it has. Yeah, there we go. Now, it says cost index 18. That's exactly what SimBrief is saying. Awesome. It's matching up. Zero fuel weight. SimBrief, 52.7. Ooh. Gross. 59.4. It's got 59.8. Actually, that's takeoff weight. So if maybe this is not counting the fuel that will burn off up to the runway. Awesome. Right, I'm missing some information, such as the takeoff information. So yeah, now look, it got it all from SimBrief now. Everything, so much better. So if we go to takeoff, we're going to be using flaps 5 as usual. The CG is 23.7, which we got from the other page. The trim is 536. We can set that here quickly. It's almost like I'm going to fly it, isn't it? But I'm reluctant to do the flight because of that landing flight path, which looked a bit dodgy. But I'm going to see how it works out. Now, if I go here and get the departure speeds, I'll bet you they're going to be different to these. But which one do you trust? Like, all right, so if we go to Performance Tool, and the runway we're taking off from is number 6. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's see. We got dry conditions, yeah. All that is normal. Now we can import from the flight plan of the aircraft. So I've already set that. Let's import from the aircraft. Okay, that's nice. Takeoff flaps will be, oh please. Takeoff flaps will be 5. And the weather we can import live. Rating, yeah, leave it as optimum. So if we calculate, these are our V speeds. 129, 131 and 135. 89.1. Okay. And the trim is different. It says it wants a trim of 5.61, and we have 5.36. So again, who do we trust here? The computer? I mean, I'll go for the higher speeds really. 129, 131, 135. The V2 is correct. 129 or 131, and we'll just plug in 135. Cool. So now in the legs we should have all of this, and we've got nothing saying I can't manage this slope, it's slope too steep, can't manage the speeds. We're not getting any errors there. Okay, fine. Now in the now the thing I was telling you about, the altitudes, SimBrief has set our cruising altitude to be 37,000 feet. If we go back to here, it's put it higher. That's weird. No, last time I did a trip, a short one, it actually dropped the altitude from SimBrief's 35,000 down to 25, and I flew that instead. If it doesn't agree with SimBrief, it'll put its own value in there. Well, at least I think that's where it goes. I can't think where else it's going to be. But yeah, it has put its own. I know you can see this somewhere else. What about cruise here? Ah, yeah. So I guess we do what the plane says. Let's have a look at the legs, what it's doing. Yep, 390. But for how long can you keep that up? Oh, 170 miles. And then you'll be descending from 39,000 to 6,000 within the next 201 miles. Okay, doable. What the hell is that? Right, okay. So yeah, so there you go. It took a little while to get there, but it does import all of your SimBrief details now, which is brilliant. So you've got a lot less setting up and to do, a lot less input than usual. Question is, do we fly it? I don't know. I don't know if I can be bothered. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if I had... I don't know. I feel like I'm on my own at the moment, so I think I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, it feels like there's just me here. So... you get the idea. You've seen me do many flights in this. But I just wanted to show you guys the new method of importing from SimBrief, which is really rather neat and a lot better than it used to be. It just grabs more information from SimBrief and feeds it into the plane, which is very cool. There's just some discrepancies here. I'd like to know why that is, why we get different trims and different V1s and V-rotates speeds than we do on the MCDU, and which one do we go by the most? And is there a discrepancy because maybe I've got the packs off on the plane at the moment? Because that's changed. But the only thing that would change the trim is how the weight is, you know, spread front to back on the planes. So your center of gravity, but my center of gravity is 23.72 and it is 23.7 on here. But it's suggested a trim of 5.36. Yep. And then this is suggested a trim of 5.61. So I don't know. I don't know why it's different, but it is. Okay. Anyway, I won't bother because I've got to go into Navigraph and get data and stuff. So there you go. Alright, so obviously we'll be doing more checking out of this sim update because every flight we do from now on will be based on this. And I'm sick of seeing no clouds in skies. What's going on? Everywhere we go to has got no clouds. Maybe we should be just going to some crappy weather places, like anywhere in the UK. That would work. Alright guys, I'm off. Bye for now.